My issue with the Nigerian ruling elite started in 1989 when I arrived at the University of Lagos as a freshman. And incidentally, it was the same year the current IGP of police entered the police force. So I think his orientation must have been about me. But it is because over these years, some 35 to 36 years now, I have vehemently opposed bad governance. I've vehemently opposed any traditional corruption in our system, oppression, and the violation of the dignity and the rights of our people. That is simply the reason. So they placed a target on my back since then. And everybody just would come and fulfill their own part of the bargain, which is to persecute, to harass, intimidate, and torture me. And that is the continuation that you saw today. And as it is typical, whenever we appear in these cases, the excuses keep flowing. Oh, we have never been able to serve. We don't know where the witnesses are. We don't have our paperwork. The height of it, of course, was in 2019 when I was charged for treason, which typically carried a death penalty by the Buhari regime, the now extinct Buhari regime. So I'm just explaining to those who might have just heard about this for the first time that this persecution is historical. And today we are only witnessing that history. But I can guarantee you that these guys will be defeated and disgraced. It's just a matter of time. I've made myself available to answer to all their charges, but I also made myself available to throw my life on the line to ensure that my convictions are not tampered with, and that nobody in this country is subjected to this level of degradation that we have had to go through. The issues shouldn't have been me. The issues of serving and retired policemen, led them in a protest. These charges were brought against me. So, just so that I can make your work easy, there will be more, and I'm always ready. So, you just have to wait for the date and find out when next Sowore will be charged for another bogus, foolish, the most inept, frivolous, the most adequately stupid charge. And if it is not carried by the IG, it might be the DSS, it might be the Civil Defense, Boy Scout, anybody can charge me for Boys Brigade. Or maybe there are even vigilantes, yes, that have been. But on a serious note, we remain committed to that cause of revolution. Revolution.
No. Fight for personal vendetta and as a means of settling personal score. The instant charge today is an example of such an abuse of prosecutorial powers. Section 174 sub 3 of the Constitution stipulates that any charge to be filed in court must be in compliance with equity and the interest of justice. This particular requirement of Section 174.3 is lacking in the charge that was filed by the IG. This is a clear attempt at scuttling and shrinking the civic space in Nigeria. We join Nigerians all over the world to condemn this instant charge as a misfit, as a misuse, as an abuse of power, and we have asked the court to quash the charge. There is even no need by a plethora of authorities decided by Nigerian Supreme Court. There is no basis for entering a plea in a defective charge as what we have in court today. And we have informed the court that we are not going to take any plea on this inherently defective charge. These charges, as they are presently constituted, must be quashed. The court must throw away the charge without wasting further the Nigerian taxpayers' money. And we have also enjoined the judge because the police regulations and acts, which is the Bible of the Nigerian police force and its officers today clearly prohibits and recommends that an officer who uses the instrumentalities of his office to pursue and prosecute personal grievances, that such an officer must be recommended to the appropriate...
To meet with me on 2 occasions. They suggested that if I meet with the IG, there will be peace. And I outrightly rejected any form of formal or informal meeting with the IGP.
You don't meet with oppressors.
So, and I angered the IGP, that who is Sowore to say he will not come and meet with him.
Who is the IGP?
I also want you to know that I did not reject a meeting with him because I feel that it's inconvenient. But the moment I meet with him, I would have legalized his position as the subsisting IGP of police. I do not believe, and I've stated it publicly, and he has filed a charge against me before another judge in this court that I called him an illegal IG. They seized my passport based upon that. When we went before the judge 2 days ago, downstairs, to ask for my passport, he said there's no urgency in requesting for my passport. He's a vacation judge. But you can see another vacation judge. There are only 2 vacation judges in this court. They are not handling any other case but Sowore's cases. They gave short adjournments, but the judge downstairs says it's not urgent to give you your passport. But the one here says it is urgent to try you for an offense that does not even exist. I've read the charges. I don't need to tell you that they are the most foolish charges. Anybody who had designed those charges ought to be purged from the police. He should not be a lawyer. It's not worth the certificate that he got from the law school. But it doesn't matter. When you are dealing with kangaroo systems, charges will stick, whether they are written by mechanics or lawyers. That is how these systems are designed. I also want to inform people here, this is the 4th time I've been charged by the same police force in the last